Word for word meaning. Sri Sukha Uvacha. Sukadev Goswami said, Akrura, Akrura, Apicha, and Tam, that, Ratrim, night, Madhupurya, in the city of Mathura, Mahamati, high-minded, Ushitva, remaining, Ratam, his chariot, Astaya, mounting, Prayayao, he set off, Nanda Gokulam, for the cowherd village of Nanda Maharaj. Translation and purport. Sukadev Goswami said, after passing the night in the city of Mathura, the high-minded Akrura mounted his chariot and set off for the cowherd village of Nanda Maharaj. Purport. King Kangsa ordered Akrura to go to Vrindavan on the Ekadasi of the dark fortnight of the Vedic month of Palguna. After spending the night in Mathura, Akrura left early the next day. That morning, Narada offered his prayers to Krishna in Vrindavan, and in the afternoon, the demon Vyoma was killed there. At dusk, Akrura entered the Lord's village. So, from this up to text 23, the description of Akrura coming to Vrindavan, and also after that he'll be offering prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So as we mentioned earlier, Akrura is a very special personality. Let me see if I can get the description here from the Srimad Bhagavatam. He is the commander-in-chief of the Brisni dynasty and a great devotee of Lord Krishna. Akrura attained success in devotional service to the Lord by the one single process of offering prayers. He was the husband of Shutani, daughter of Ahuka. He supported Arjuna when Arjuna took Subhadra forcibly away by the will of Krishna. So Arjuna's wife, Subhadra. Both Krishna and Akrura went to see Arjuna after his successful kidnapping of Subhadra. So there are different kinds of wedding or marriage. This is what you call Rakshasa wedding, kidnapping, or tanan in the Philippines. The eloping. It's called elope. Yeah. The boy and the girl, they will run away from the parents because maybe the parents or the family members are not agreeable for the boy to marry the girl. So they will do that. Krishna did it also to whom? Rukmini. Yeah, Rukmini sent a Brahmana with a message that I am having this Swayambhar, the day when I will choose the husband, and you please get me, you please take me away. So when Lord Krishna took Rukmini at that time, no one says anything, no one moved. And it says that he was like walking like a baby elephant. So like this. Like no one says anything. when he did that to Rukmini. Then after they left, then everyone just understood, oh, what happened? So everyone is trying to run after them. So yes, Akrura is a very special personality. Akrura was present also when Abhimanyu, the son of Subhadra, was married to Uttara, the mother of Maharaj Parikshit. So they're all relatives. Ahuka, the father-in-law of Akrura, was not on good terms with Akrura, but both of them were devotees of the Lord. So even in the spiritual world, there is some disagreement, but everyone is servant of the Supreme Lord. On the spiritual platform, one may have different opinions, but the purpose is to serve the Supreme Lord, so that is greater than whatever opinions one may have. It's like Chandravali and Radharani. But Chandravali also is an expansion. She's an expansion of Srimati Radharani, but the mood is different. Submissive. Chandravali is more of a submissive mood. And Radharani, no, not submissive. But Krishna wanted that more. It's like, husband and wife may have problems. And if the wife is not so unsubmissive, then the husband says, yeah, I like this. I like it better. If the wife will take away the money of the husband, oh, okay, no problem. So that is also present in the spiritual world. And Akrura, and it says here, even his father-in-law, they don't agree with each other, but both are devotees of the Supreme Lord. So this is just the beginning of this chapter. And after this, there are no purports, no purports, no purports. Purport will come, very short purport. And the seventh sloka. Let's see what the Acharya says here. According to Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, the 38th chapter describes how Krishna fulfilled all the desires of Akrura. So his desire is to have darshan of the Supreme Lord. That should be also our desire, to serve and have darshan of the Supreme Lord. Physically, we can talk with Krishna and Krishna can talk back to us. Reciprocation. Krishna welcomed Akrura with proper reception. After consulting on the Krishna Ekadasi of Palgunaman, Kamsa gave orders to Keshi and Akrura and sent them to Braj. You know who's Keshi? Keshi demon? The same time, Keshi demon was killed in the morning, and Akrura, the same morning, departed for Braj. He says that Krishna will kill between 2 and 3 demons every day before lunch prasadam, before tiffin time. So, and Krishna lived in Vrindavana before Kamsa brought them to Mathura, Akrura, yes, for over 10 years, a little bit close to 11 years. So if Krishna, as Prabhupada says, Krishna killed Putana at the age of 3 months. Yeah? So if you count how many demons Krishna killed, like 2 per day times 11. So who's good in math? 2 times, let's say, 365, that is what? 700 plus for 11 years. That's a lot. A lot of demons. But we never heard all of them, because otherwise we'll be just reading demon, 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 demon. And the Srimad Bhagavatam, there's about 20 or 21, something like that. I can't remember now. 22 demons specifically were killed by Lord Krishna and Balaram. And they represent different anarthas. Anarthas means unwanted desires within our heart. That is there due to our contamination, having come in contact with the material energy, like lust, anger, greed, madness, illusion, or posing oneself to be an advanced devotee, or cheating, propensity, all of this. The demons that Lord Balaram killed, can you give an example? Which demon Lord Balaram killed? Pralambasura, yeah. That the efforts, see, if we read those pastimes of the Supreme Lord killing those demons in the Srimad Bhagavatam, then there is a result whereby these anarthas will be uprooted. Just by reading. Just by reading means by hearing. And the demons that Lord Balaram killed, we have to make an extra effort to get rid of them. Lord Krishna's killing of the other demons, we don't have to exert our efforts to get rid of them. But those demons that Lord Balaram killed, we have to make our own endeavor to get rid of them, and also hearing of these pastimes of the Supreme Lord. So Kesi demon, which demon is Kesi? Huh? Yeah, Kesi demon is also what? A horse. He disguised, because these demons, they can, like, aswang. they can disguise themselves. They can camouflage. They can impersonate different personalities. So originally, those demons, they're not like horse or no. But they can disguise themselves, because horse, they can kick with their legs. Yes, Kesi demon is very interesting pastimes of Kesi, because one day, it's one of the Puranas, is that Lord Balaram, it was a birthday of Lord Krishna, so he did not go out. Or it's not birthday, but somehow Lord Balaram would like to be going by himself, and he to go out. He wanted to borrow Lord Krishna's peacock feather and the flute. So Kamsa, when he sent Kesi, Kesi demon asked, how do I recognize who's Krishna? So Balaram, he was wearing this peacock feather and the flute, and Kamsa says, easily you can recognize Krishna, because he's wearing this peacock feather on his head and he has a flute in his hand. Okay. So somehow or other, Balaram was like, oh, walking nicely. Then the demon saw him. Then when the demon saw him, he says, this is Krishna. So somehow or other, he was attacked. Balaram was attacked, unnoticed, and he got kicked. And it says there that when he got kicked, he was like flown so far. And he started to cry. So he went back to Krishna. He says, here is your peacock feather, here's your flute. I'm not going to borrow them anymore. That's it. So, but later on, they're able to kill Casey demon. Yeah, by putting the fist also inside the mouth. This is in the Srimad Bhagavatam. That story, but the story that I told is not in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Some Puranas, we've heard it from one sadhu, devotee in Vrindavana. Akrura departed for Braj the same morning, and Narada praised Krishna. In the afternoon, Vyomasura was killed. In the evening, Akrura entered Braj. So Vyomasura is another demon. So Harivamsa says that Kamsa in the night called all the Yadus and Akrura in Mathura, and told Akrura to go to Braj. Then he says, at that moment, Akrura, with full affection, left Mathura to see lotus-eyed Krishna. So previously in the Bhagavatam, it was said that Kamsa entered his inner chambers after speaking to Akrura, and Akrura went to his own house. The stories are from different kalpas. So yes, the stories from Srimad Bhagavatam is not in order. It's not in chronological order. It's like in the first canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam, we've heard the Pandavas first. Then we've heard different stories of different devotees of the Supreme Lord, just to give us an introduction. So, some kalpa means different yugas, 4 cycles of the yuga, or 1 cycle of the yuga, the 4 yugas. This is 1 kalpa. And different pastimes of the Supreme Lord in different kalpas differs. It's like there is a whitish complexion of Lord Varaha, but in the Bhagavatam it says also there's a reddish complexion of Varaha, the bore incarnation of the Supreme Lord. Lord Nrsimhadev also appeared in the heavenly planets. And also Lord Nrsimhadev appeared in this earthly planet in Ahobilam. That place, we've been there, Ahobilam. We've seen the school of Sanda and Amarka. Yes. We've seen the place where Lord Nrsimhadev appeared and where he killed, bifurcated the chest of Hiranyakashipu. Yes. And also, Lord Nrsimhadev appeared in the heavenly planets, because some of these stories differs because of different kalpas. So Kamsa spent the whole night discussing with the Yadavas until morning, and then sent Akrura. Akrura's mind was filled with bhakti. Sukadev did not want to relate how Krishna would leave Braj, since it was a cause of distress to the people of Braj. Thus, he simply dwells on the devotional qualities of Akrura. Yeah, just to narrate this pastime, sometimes Sukadev Goswami will omit them. It's like the name of Srimati Radharani is not mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam, because if Sukadeva Goswami would utter the name of Srimati Radharani, then he will fall into ecstasy and he will become unconscious, and then the Srimad Bhagavatam will not be completed. So sometimes he will not say this. Though Gokula was well known as belonging to Nanda, Sukadev specifically mentions his name because he had a sudden internal realization of its spiritual or special nature. Okay, I think I will stop here now. We don't want to spoil the next few verses. We could have read a few more, but we will give that opportunity for the next speaker to read, because there's no more purports after this, up to the eighth sloka. Okay, we stop here now. You have any questions or comments? Would like to ask any question? From what we've discussed here? Jagat Prabhu?
Loving mode in terms of worshipping our personal beauty.
How can we develop our loving mood, natural?
Loving mode in worshipping the difficult of
We should always remember that we are humble servants of the Supreme Lord, not to be proud. Consider ourselves as fallen, unqualified, just like Akrura. Even though he is qualified, because he has the eagerness. Our qualification actually is our eagerness to see Krishna, to serve Krishna. So there should never be a time that we consider ourselves to be qualified to serve the Supreme Lord. We should always remind ourselves that I am fallen. I don't have any good qualification at all. Hare Krishna. And to serve the Supreme Lord, we have to be 100% pure. Pure in thoughts, pure in action, pure in our speaking. But at the present moment, I don't think many of us are in that category. But even if we are already in that category, we should always still in the pure. The more one becomes, the more one advances, the more he thinks that he is unqualified. A pure devotee of the Lord, he doesn't consider himself as pure. He considers himself as the most fallen compared to everyone. He's always humble. So that should be our mood, especially here you have Radha Krishna deities, Sri Radha Madhava. It's very high level of worship. Gornitai, Panchatattva, they accept our service even though we are offensive. But we should not be offensive. Especially, we should not offend the devotees of the Supreme Lord. Because the Lord will not accept our service. Externally, we may be serving the Lord, but if we are offensive, especially to our spiritual master, who gave us the opportunity to serve the Supreme Lord, the Lord will not accept. our service. So as much as possible, we should always think that we are unqualified. I don't have any credits at all to serve the Supreme Lord, but by the mercy of my Guru Maharaj and the Vaishnavas, I am given this opportunity to serve him or to serve them. So yes, one must be very, very extra careful. Yeah. Otherwise, we commit offenses. When we worship Radha Krishna, they take 100% offenses. When we serve Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, they take 75% offenses. When we serve Gornitai, 0 offenses. Very merciful. That's why many countries, like in Russia, most of the temples, they have Gornitai deities. In the Philippines, Radha Madhava. They're very merciful, but we should not take it for granted. And if we have our own personal deities like Shalagam Shila or Govardhan Shila, one must be very, very careful. Yes? Any other question or comment? Yes, Prabhu? You have a question? Yes? Give him the mic. Bhakta mic. Hare Krishna. What happened? Battery? Battery is not working? Or maybe it turned it on? Is it on? It's okay. I will just speak louder.
I have a small commentary
Mm-hmm.
on, like you mentioned that KC is taking form. He's trying to hide himself.
Yeah. Some of these demons, yes.
Yes,
Like Putana also.
many demons who do like that.
Yeah.
Putana,
Putana, yes.
maybe Akrura as well.
Yes, yes.
And even Janardana, he took the form of sannyasi.
Mm-hmm.
So can we consider that one of the main principles of the demons that they are trying to hide in some or the other way, and it happens in the modern times?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Definitely. Not everyone who comes to Krishna consciousness, they have good intention. Mm-hmm. Yes. We had many examples in the past that some devotees, they put on tilak, kantimala, but then they become blasphemous, criticizers, and some of them, they even run away with money that belongs to Krishna. And some of them, you don't see them anymore. Some of them, yeah, it is possible, especially in Kali Yuga.
I also mean that how we can see it in society in general. Of course, we should be cautious about what's happening in our society.
Well, in materially, this is rampant. Either you're a devotee or a non-devotee. So there are more non-devotees in the material world than devotees. So there are two kinds of living beings in the material world: demons and devotees. So if you're not a devotee, then you're in that category of demons, and they're always like disguising themselves. They don't want to, because devotees, they're straightforward. Devotees, that's the way they are. You don't hide. You should not hide. But especially in politics, now there is halalan. Now there is election, and everyone would like to see, to show their good side. They will smile the best in front, and all of those placards and everything. But within inside, they're full of demoniac propensities. Yeah. I'm not saying all of them, but most of them.
Is it the same with the science?
Science, everything. If you're not a devotee, then either you're a devotee or a non-devotee. So if you're a non-devotee, everyone is just trying to make a show. Yeah, make a show. Facade. It's false. It's false. Some, they have genuine intention to help others, but more of distraction. Everyone. Actually, the scientist is the greatest enemy of society right now. Even though they say, oh, we're trying to find cure, but they find more to kill you than to cure you. It's like a show. This COVID, they said, right? I know some devotees, they took 3 or 4 boosters and they cannot speak now. But that is the cure also, they said, right? Pfizer, only 1 shot. Yeah, but others, they have 3 or 4. They cannot speak. And they made more money, billions of dollars. And so right now there is like another COVID something happening in China. We don't know if it is true or not, but definitely if it becomes widespread, then they said, okay, you need a booster again. You need to be vaccinated. But that will kill. So instead of curing, it is destroying. This Nobel Award, Peace Prize Award, you know who's Nobel? He was the inventor of dynamite. And it says peace, Nobel Peace Prize Award. So how is it that you are the source? You're the brain who invented dynamite. Now you want peace. No. It's very difficult. We should only trust God. Prabhupada, out of his humility, we can trust Prabhupada 101%. He says, don't rely on me. I may also let you down. Only depend on Krishna. So we cannot depend non-devotees. We cannot trust them. We cannot put our faith in them because they can turn around any moment. We should trust our Guru. We should have faith in our spiritual master. We should follow whatever he says. Devotees, after knowing them for a long time, then you can also put your faith. But in the beginning, you have to study them. You have to, you may say, test them. Is that okay?
Thank you very much.
One last, okay?
When a disciple dreams of his spiritual master.
When the disciples, hey, give the mic.
When you please, Hare Krishna, Maharaj, can you please say something about when the disciple dream of his spiritual master successively, twice like that? So
Twice? Twice in one day or one night or?
In a week.
In a week?
Yeah.
You should remember that dream. Write it down immediately, because that is not material dream. When you dream of Krishna and the devotees, sometimes devotees will say, "Hey Maharaj, I dreamed of you last night." Yeah? So that is not material dream. Sometimes the Guru also will give instruction. Like in Chaitanya Charitamrita, there are many stories of devotees. Lord Krishna appeared in the dream. Like Madhavendra Puri, Sakshi Gopal. So, yes, that's why it is important. Prabhupada says also that we receive our karma during dreams as well. When we dream, we receive our part of the karma in that way. But when you see your Guru Maharaj or Srila Prabhupada or Krishna, that is very special.
Yeah, because it's very inspiring and encouraging.
Yeah. Yeah, one night I was like, I had a dream of my Guru Maharaj, so I was crying. And then when I woke up, tears are there. Yeah. So that happens. Yeah. Very rare. How many of you have dreamt of Srila Prabhupada? Raise your hand. Good. 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 Yeah. I had a dream of Prabhupada even before becoming a devotee, because I was reading his books before joining, so to speak. But you cannot force, oh, okay, this evening I'm going to dream of Krishna. Or this evening I'm going to dream of my Guru Maharaj. No. That means whatever you do during the day, that will be reflected when you sleep. That's why Prabhupada says that we should read Krishna book before going to sleep, so that somehow we will always be thinking of Krishna. Then we will dream of Krishna. Have you dreamt of a tiger trying to chase you in your dream? That is also karma, you know. Or the police, they oh. The police are trying to, like catch you or something. Karma. Okay? We stop here. Srila Prabhupada K. Akrura K. Nitai Gaur Sitana Premanande Hari Hari Bol Hari Om Tat Sat Hare Krishna.